Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody. Okay, so it's storming super bad and it's super dark and it's just in the afternoon right now. So bear with me, the lighting is going to be fairly bad or weird or whatever you want to call it. But I wanted to do a video because I want to get back into things, and I've missed doing this, and it's just something that helps me stay happy and functional. So I wanted to do a plan with me. Obviously, some of you that don't know me, hi, how are ya? I'm Kitty Valentine. This is mostly a functional channel, kind of, sort of. It's more just kitty family. That's all of you, my kittens. Thanks for watching. I do want to thank all of my kittens for being so incredibly supportive during my downtime from social media and recognizing that I'm gone and something wasn't right. I really appreciate it. Update, my family's okay. We've been going through a whole lot, and I'm more than happy to talk to you guys on Instagram on personal levels if you ever want to talk. I've learned, I've met quite a few of you, and it's an amazing and rewarding thing to feel and understand a lot of my kittens, and I appreciate you so much. So my whole backyard's flooding right now. It's been raining for quite some time, and when you live in the swamp like I do, it's a normal thing. So welcome to God's nature sounds as this video goes on. So this is Saturday, and I just got out of a very complicated, rough, emotional week, and I am thankful that we all got through it, and it's time to plan for next week. I want to do this today because it makes me happy. I want to just kind of play in my planner. I've been tempted to play with my A5 sizes, but let's just stick with what I have and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so this is my Halifax Croc, matte croc and charcoal. I am madly in love with this planner, even with its imperfections, which it does have a ring gap, but it's not stopping me from using it right now. I recently have gotten into Julio's, and I must say this one has inspired me to be like the girl boss of girl boss, and just it made me so incredibly happy to use, and I love it. And I do carry it in its pocket that it comes with, or pouch. It does help keep it kind of safe. But I will say that although these are very high-end planners, they are extremely durable. You don't necessarily have to baby them. Natural, real leathers do scratch and patina, and it's just natural, and it's just beautiful in its natural way. So I did have received my ollie clips that I pre-ordered quite some time ago, a couple months or so ago. And I got this white one, which is very fitting, and this carbon black, which also is very nice. I do have 3 other new ones, but I'm not going to show those at this time. So this is the inside of my planner, and like I mentioned, this is not going to be a decor flip through or anything. It doesn't have too much decor in it, like die cuts and stuff. It just has papers and lots of inserts. So when I plan my week, I have a system that goes pretty much from front to back, to where I go through each section of my planner and write down things that need to be done this week. So I'm going to quickly take you through that, or try to quickly take you through that. I've already kind of done this a couple of times, so because it is a long process, and there's a couple of ideas I can share with you with how I plan, and considering that my inserts have changed a little bit, and because of the time of year, I'll kind of discuss that as well. So these tabs here I use mostly to cover private information. They're super cute and fitting for this planner, but they do serve the function of covering up any private numbers or anything like that, and they look really cute on the pages as well. Back here, what I do is I pull these out. These were sent to me. I'm gonna have to find these and buy these and own them, and I want them in pocket size, and I'll show you why. I use these as my next action list or list for the week, and so I just store some. I cut the book in half and have one half here and then some more over here, but I store these in this pocket here, and I pull them out to get started. Okay, so just to save time, I have already done this. I clip it here, but I am going to take you through the process. Okay? And then that way if I miss something, I can add it too. In the beginning of my planner, usually right here, I have a planner routine or key that kind of jumpstart what I need to look at. Now, considering I've been doing this for a while, I will basically, I pretty much know what I'm doing. Like, I go from front to back. I have it set up in this way. So the first thing that is in this, at the beginning, are my inboxes. This is where I would place any post-it notes that were given to me from clients or business partners or teachers or any of those sorts. I stick them here, and then this is when I will go through them and put them on the list if they need action. I have to decide if it's going to need immediate action or next action, or if it needs to be processed or delegated. And I also look in my notepad here. Now, I've already done this, and I have done everything in my notepad, and I don't have any extra sticky, so we can move on. I need to fix that. So this is a great way, something I read every day, and this helps me kind of stay on task. And also when I do plan for the week, set deadlines, work when you're most productive, don't multitask, focus, work in a tidy environment, prioritize tasks, stick to a routine, delegate tasks, remove distractions like phone and email, take mental breaks, and brain dump your thoughts. So I use these inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. to kind of write down anything and everything that I want to do, whether it's something I want to do right then or months from the line. I write it here in a simple form, and then, like I said, I've already gone through this. I go through and put it in this right, delegate it in this right spot. So I have different categories here. One's important to do, plan or research, add to list, or to schedule. These are some of the most important focuses for my planner. So I've gone through and I have written down some of the things that had to do with this week. Now, so basically I've cleared out my inbox here. This is also a form of an inbox. This is my detailed inbox. This is where I take ideas in my, or tasks in the inbox that need to be broken down into more detail, almost like an outline for paper. This is more like an outline for my planning. For example, my summer session paperwork. This is something that is very important as a business owner, and also as someone that deals with teaching people how to save themselves, and it's life or death. So there's a lot of paperwork that's involved, so I need to update it every year. So instead of waiting and researching, since I've done it for so many years, I know exactly what is needed in this paperwork. So I go ahead and write an outline for what is needed on the paperwork. So right then and there, I have already pretty much done the research process. And this is where I will look when I go to type up my paperwork, which would be my next action, which is what I will add on my list. Okay, so the next section are lists. Now, yes, I do look into my list section, mostly for these things back here. my weekly review and stuff, I pretty much, you know, pretty much have memorized this type of thing. But for the someday maybe list and for add to my planner and video ideas and stuff, I also write down as well. Now, the thing is, I actually started doing that monthly, and I'll show you where I do that here in a moment. So I've already gone through this, and the thing, I put a dash for when I put it on my to-do list or my weekly tasks, and then I'll put an X for when it's accomplished. So it's already on here. Then I don't need anything from reference, which holds passwords and online purchases and things like that. And also changes I want to make for a better self, anything kind of like that. It's all behind lists. It's kind of a subcategory. Then this is my tracker. I don't do this, have to prep this every week. This is something that is done every month. It's nice to just go ahead and get it over with, but I have it set up as such, and I do go through and check and fill in the sleep tracker if I have not for the week. So I will update anything in this to be ready for the next week. Anything that I need to keep on top of my game. For example, I have not done Fridays or Saturdays tracker, so productivity tracker, so I will go ahead and do that now. I need to finish Thursdays. Now Thursday I stayed productive until 8 o'clock and I literally went to sleep super early. And I actually slept in a lot later than I normally do. And then I stayed super productive all day until I passed out again. And then I oddly woke up at 2, stayed awake, it was low energy, kinda, sorta, and then went back to sleep until about 8, and then I've been productive since then. It's literally only 3 p.m. and it feels really weird because it's so dark and rainy outside. I'm sure you can hear that. And I don't necessarily have to color it in, but I will. I like doing it, so I'll do it for you. It does take a little more time. So, productivity is pink. And then low energy is gray. I'll go ahead and fill out all that. And then here's another productivity here. Productivity here. Productivity here. And then sleep is purple. I find that when I wake up from a sleep that I need to pray during those times. I feel like I'm having some sort of spiritual welfare or something going on. Anyway, and the color of smooth, which means I'm not necessarily tired or productive, it's just smooth, is blue. Okay, moving on. So now that that's caught up, I'm prepared for the week. It's Saturday, by the way, so then I go through my monthly to double check or add anything that needs to be added for the month. As you can see, there's a lot of work stuff going on. The color blue represents any type of work. This color represents any time of day off or holiday. The pink represents family. The gray represents important tasks and things at hand. And purple represents something personal to me, like nails or the planner meetup that's coming up. So I have filled in all these things. Now, when I have something that has a little more detail, I do use the side notes for that and highlight it the same color to make it match. I used to not use the notes section, but now I most definitely do. It's very useful to me, and if I wanted to add a washi tape, I'll just add it to like this spot here. So I've already updated this in such a way. We have Friday off and Monday off. I'm super excited about this, and this is something that gets filled throughout the days, pretty much updated daily. And here's my list still. Now, the next section I have here is health. This was my weekly until recently. So I left this free to show you and how I do this. So this I've decided to do meal planning and exercise and such, and I'm super excited that I've decided to do it this way. So I do put when I have duty or not for work, so I can decide if I want to work out in the mornings, because now is a really good time for me to start taking better care of myself, having spiritual connect, and working out. So this is something that's super important for me. My water intake for every day, instead of doing separate days, I just have a weekly tracker there. So don't forget, this is for the entire week. This is a section from the entire week. Don't forget to this week prep for anniversary. There's some things I want to do for my husband that's very, very special. We've been together for 10 years, but married for like 8 years. I don't know. 8 years. Yeah. So on Monday, I think we're gonna have like steak, mashed potatoes, veggies, and then I will be swimming for 1 hour and working the rest of the time. I work about 2 hours, and then I'll swim for 30 minutes to an hour. And then this workout, I will be doing yoga for 30 minutes. And then this is the shopping list, things I may need, which I know I will need produce. Okay, Tuesday, I think we're gonna do like chicken, enchiladas, and turkey, meatloaf. Now, there is something that you can do if you're not sure of what you're going to be making each day. Mine does vary. You can get some Post-its like this and move them around. Like, you can put your favorite meals on a Post-it and then have them, like, for example, lined up here, and then move them around accordingly. So maybe that's something I would like to do. And then as you eat them, you can just go ahead and tape it down, glue it down, whatever it may be. So there is that option as well. So for that, I will do that right now. Okay, so we also like to eat pizza a lot. I know. We make homemade pizza though, so we'll probably do that Thursday. And then Friday, I don't know. I know we're gonna on a dinner date, hopefully sushi this day. Turkey meatloaf. Because I work Monday and Thursday at the pool, it's fairly late evenings when that happens. We do leftovers, which Monday, which is the steak, potatoes, or whatever, that's going to be leftovers right there. And a lot of the time, the way I cook, I can set things up and have them ready to just throw in the oven. I'm a big fan of oven cooking. I really enjoy that. I think it's easy and just the way to go. Homemade soup. I've been craving some homemade soup for cleansing of the body Sunday. And this is shopping for my husband. So, yeah. And then I have swim here. So any other exercises I can add in. I have extra stickers and such. So if this works out, then I can just kind of like tape them down. This to-do section over here. Now this actually has lines here, but I had things because I have used this as an actual weekly and it kind of looked like this. I had to cover up a lot of the information so I could actually use it as a health log, which I'm excited about. The meal prep and health log. I really do love these inserts, and I think this is going to be a great way to have a shopping list and things to do. Like I can do on this to-do thing, I could put like write down the different exercise reps or movements, yoga positions, and things like that. So let's move on. So from there, I go now to the weekly dailies. I use my Summer Touches in planner weeklies, monthly weeklies as she calls them, because you can see the whole month. I'll show you. But basically at the beginning of the entire month, I write down the videos that I want to film for the month, and I just anything that has to do with the entire month will go on this. As you see, there's stuff for home, and then a monthly review will go here, and then the weekly review will go on this side. So the great thing about these is you can see your entire, let me move my bookmark, you can see your entire month unfolded. And that's really, really awesome. I love that. That way you really know what's going on and you can figure things out accordingly. It's just really good. So a lot of you know I do color code. So when I see certain colors, it helps me recognize what I need to put my focus on, etc., etc. So I will fill out any missing information on my weeklies. I've been using just like one little square, but I can't really see that, so I'm just gonna put them in. So let's see, and then we had picture day here. And then here we have Alec tutor. And I love that for this purpose. And what's also wonderful is because I schedule for swimming, the section right next to it is my schedule book. So I'm able to see not only my month, all my weeks in the month, I can see a full weekly view timed here. And that's where this comes into play. I love having dailies, but my dailies are very basic. They're usually just a basic bullet journal list style, so this works great for me. I can just add it to here and do it as the day goes on. Now if it's time, like day specific, it is marked on here and then put on here. Now I do want to share something else that I do. Okay, let's fold up the weeks I'm not using. For these, and then, oh, by the way, as you see, I do like weekly journal and a weekly review, and then prayer requests, and then I can do some dailies if I want. Like these are dailies, but as the month goes by, the size of the paper and grid gets like less, so I just use it for notes and weekly review. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bookmark back. Okay, so here we go. So now you have the week and my week, which I use these kind of like dailies. Now I do color code and block my time and all that stuff, but what do I do about wanting to have more of a day-specific detailed list? Like, for example, when I clean, I like to write down everything that I want to do, like all the things that I want to do, and just list it so I can just mark it off. I either use a separate notebook, which is just like a little journal or something. I tend to really I really enjoy that. Let me show an example if I can. Let's see. I've had favorites throughout the time. Well, honestly, I really love using this guy for that purpose. I have a Hobonichi. It's like really perfect for that, which I actually haven't been in, and it's a shame because that's a waste of paper for me. But yeah, I could do like day-specific things in this. I really want to get back into using this, and I have a Stayology that I can use. I also have a Stayology in a pocket size TN that I actually really love, and very much could use this as a daily planner as well. Just simple, quick and easy lists and such. So that's something I may want to consider doing, because having daily pages in this planner can be a bit much. So I'm thinking of going back to that. But because I still want a weekly to-do list, so I know exactly what I need to get done for the week. It's basically my next action. I write it here, and then I'll clip it here. Another thing that I'll do is write down, if I really want to get things done, and the way my mind works, I'll write down, take these like little page flags, and write down the things I need to do, like this. And then put them on this bookmark like this. So I can just like rip them off. And that's really fun too. I like doing that too. So I'll have this and that. This is more like my next action spot, things I need to get done right away, and then I can make them daily or I can make them weekly, it doesn't matter. So like, for example, I need to send my planners on Monday, so I can actually move that to Monday if I want. Or I could do that, or I could do here, just like that. And then answer YouTube messages. Those are things I need to do ASAP. And then print July inserts. That's something that's a very next action, so I'll put it here. Oops. Just like this. And then let's see, what's my next action that I'm going to do today. Okay. Write an email or message somebody. That's always the next action. And then I'm going to do update swim page. I'm going to do that Sunday. Boom. Okay, and then boom. Okay. So that's how I prepare for the week. And then I will just clip this either on here, but I like using this for next action, so I'll either clip it here. I mean, it doesn't matter where I clip it, as long as it's in sight. And let's see, we're gonna clip it here so I can see everything that I need. Boom. Alright, so basically I can pull out my week. Okay, I got things to do. I can move them around. Alright, this is the next action for Monday. So when Monday morning hits, I'll move whatever I need to on Monday morning. And when I start using this, I can write down just like brain dump. Basically, brain dump everything I need to do and then go from there. So I guess in a way I have kind of like a 2-planner system, but it's something that's developed over time. So we are prepared there. So from here, I have a spot back here called swim contacts. This is client numbers, things like that. I go through here and I have it arranged by the week, like the people that I have scheduled. I have their numbers. Basically, I have it covered. Obviously, it's very private. I use these right here that are dailies, but I use them for client numbers. So I'll put the week that they're scheduled and put the client and their number. So I know to call them a week in advance because payments need to be made a week in advance. And give them a little reminder, heads up, because if they don't make payment, they lose their spot. And I need at least, you know, I need some time for that, because if they don't make their payment, they very well can't come, because it's making me wait until last minute to schedule something is not, I lose money that way, and I'm not okay with that. So, for example, I'm about to add my keys and routines and message you guys back on YouTube. I'm gonna rip those off as they go. So, and I use morning times to brain dump everything. I use morning to brain dump, and I use evening to brain dump. And I basically just do like lists like that. So I believe that is all. Back here's just notes, you guys. And I hope that you enjoyed this and it wasn't too boring. I think Plan With Me's could very well end up being kind of boring. I hope you did take something from this. Message me and let me know. If not, message me and let me know. Or comment below. I love you guys so incredibly much. Thank you for all your support. And until next time, bye.